One more time, we're going to push that up. Big inhale. All the way up to the sky. Maybe arch your back a little bit. And breathing down. We're going to start to add a little bit of movement in now. So this time when we go up, all the way up, we're going to bend over and dive right down to the ground. Big breathe through this.
Okay, we're going to hang our head. From here, shake our head around a bit. Okay. Shaking for yes. Shaking for no. Slowly circle our head one way. And slowly circle the other way. Okay, we're going to breathe in to a halfway lift.
Nice straight back here. Okay. And release again.
Breathe in, inhale again, halfway lift.
And releasing.
This time we're going to bring our arms away, all the way up to the sky on our inhale. So inhaling up.
And release. Down to the ground.
One more time.
And down to the ground.
This time as we come up,
We're going to bring our hands back through the heart center, back into prayer, and dropping our hands. Okay. Now we're going to start to loosen up, get a bit sideways. Okay. So bringing our hands around like so, twisting at the hips, getting a bit of rotation happening. Okay, you might like to bring your arms looking right over your shoulders as you're going around. Okay, you'll see Carrie's right up on her toes.
Nicest way to shake off the day, this, I think.
Absolutely.
That's awesome.
Okay, have a little bit of a shake about. Okay, what we're going to get into is our first sort of hip opener now that we're fairly warm. So I want you to get a nice wide stance. Okay, so as wide as you can. You might like to turn your toes out a little bit to get a bit more comfortable. And what I might do is I might start with my hands in prayer. Carrie, you might like to start with hands on hips if you like for the gentle option. Okay, and what you're going to do is you're going to rock from side to side onto that knee. Okay, not putting too much pressure onto that knee. Okay, just rocking side to side like so. Okay, and as we start to warm up, we can go a little bit deeper into that stretch. Okay, so we start leaning right over and notice my toes coming off the mat a little bit. Okay, we can pause down there if we like to.
Or stay high with me. You don't have to go this far yet.
Okay, you should be getting a really good stretch at the back of your legs. Your hips should be starting to open really nicely. Okay, one more on this side. And then really use that breath to push up. Okay, so inhale on the down breath. Hold and then push up. Okay, let's turn our toes in. Stepping up. I'll pass it over to Carrie now to get us.
Thank you. Okay, so let's step to the front of the mat and come to Tadasana. So feet are hip width distance apart, hands at prayer. So come right up to the front of your mat so you've got room to step back as we begin a little flow sequence. Close your eyes for a moment, feeling grounded through your feet. Take a deep inhalation, breathing into your belly. As you exhale, release your hands. Inhale, reach them high. Exhale, float all the way forwards. Inhale, halfway lift fingertips on the shins or the ground. Exhale, bow. Stepping back with the right foot. Bring your back knee to the ground and let's set up for a low lunge here. So bring your hands to the inside of your front foot.
I must stay high for this one.
Yeah, so if you're tight in the hips, then keep high on your fingertips. If you like, reach that back foot further away and feel free to sink down, bending your elbows or even coming onto your forearms if you like. Those of you who would like more of a challenge, pick your back knee up off the floor. And let's take another 3 breaths here. How are you doing up high?
You good?
Good. Bringing the back knee down, coming back up now, bringing your fingertips either side of your front foot. Good. Keep that big toe grounded as we inhale and push the front leg and the back leg straight, bowing over that front leg. Drop your back knee. Inhale, lift your heart, shoulders back. Good. Exhale, both legs to straight. Inhale to come up. It's really working into the front of the right hip. Exhale to bow.
If you're as tight as me, your front leg won't be as straight.
That's fine. Yeah, keeping a nice soft bend in the knee is fine. Let's do 2 more just like this, but it really gets into the hamstrings, yeah? Exhale to bow. Inhale, lift the heart. Good. Let's bring the hands up to the hips now. Take your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers. And again, let's take a couple of breaths here, lunging, just starting to open up the chest. 1 more breath, maybe looking up if you're feeling steady. Releasing your hands, inhale, reach high, exhale, come down. Now you can either jump, switch your feet or step forwards and change sides. Bringing that back knee down, setting up for your lunge on the other side. So hands come to the inside and take a few breaths here. One hip is usually tighter than the other, so you might have more room to move. Yeah, cool. So see if you can bring your toes in front of your knee. So we're not overextending the knee here. If you like, come down onto your forearms, just getting as low as you like. Maybe picking that back knee up for 3 more breaths here. Your back knee is lifted, push through your heel. When you're ready, bring that back knee down. Good, bring your hands either side of the front foot. Inhale to lift and lengthen. Good, exhale, pressing both legs towards straight. Inhale to rise. Good, moving with your breath. More times. Just getting a little further into that lunge with each breath. Next time that back knee comes down, pause, bring your hands up to your hips. And if you're feeling steady, you can take your hands behind, interlacing perhaps the unfamiliar way this time. Pulling your fingers down to your back heel and breathe. Keep lunging into that front knee, getting as heavy as you like. Beautiful. Looking up like JJ if you want, if you're feeling steady here. Lifting your chest. Releasing your hands when you're ready. Inhale. Exhale, come down. Bring that back knee back, coming to all fours now. So lining up, hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Exhale, round your spine. Inhale, lift your tailbone, hop forward, shoulders back. Exhale, rounding. Twice more, just like this. Really spread your fingers. Use the ground to support you. Good, and then coming back to center. Raising the right leg now, pointing the toes, inhale. Exhale, knee towards your nose. Inhale, toes high, and then getting into the hip, the knee comes towards the elbow. Good, moving with your breath. Have you got room there? Okay. Let's do once more, inhaling up to the sky and then to center, then to the right hip. I forgot a scrunchie. My hair's so in my face.
Taking it all the way up to the sky. Out to your shoulders. And bring it back.
Good. When you're ready, I'll come back and change sides. Thanks for covering.
No problem.
My hair's driving me crazy. It's in my face. There we go. Now I can see. So inhaling to center, exhale, knee to nose. Inhale to center, exhale towards your elbow. Starting to warm up the core and your hips. Once more each way. Good, and then come back to center.
Sorry, I've got one more to go.
One more. You've been counting. Terrible at keeping count. Okay, let's go back to the first side.
Okay.
So lift the front of your thigh away from the floor, opening up the front of that hip. And then reach back with your left hand. Good. If you want, you can catch the foot or just reach, either way. If you're holding your foot, push your foot into your hand. Awesome.
You'll notice I'm quite tight. My thigh is still pretty low. Yeah.
Doesn't matter. It's working where you're at. Releasing and stretching before you come back down. Take it to the other side. Okay. So pointing your toes, reaching the front of your thigh away from the ground and reaching that right hand back this time. Option to take the foot, but it's just an option. If you are holding the foot, push your foot into your hand and breathe. Couple more breaths if you're feeling okay here. You're feeling steady. Releasing slowly and gently and then coming back down. Awesome, let's tuck under the toes now, stretch back to down dog, but keeping both knees bent as we tread one heel at a time towards the ground. Again, shaking your head yes, shaking your head no, just like we did with our warm-up. Inhale, bend both knees, lift your toes high. Exhale, relax your heels. And then bring your knees to the ground. Hover your chest between your hands. Belly down for cobra here, legs together. Or if you like, come up into up dog. Pulling the shoulders back, pushing through the toes. Relax your shoulders down away from your ears. That's it. Awesome. Exhale, release. Tuck your toes if you like. Or come back down to your knees. Reaching back to down dog. 2 more breaths here. When you're ready, bend your knees and look between your hands. Either step or jump forwards. Inhale to the halfway lift, fingertips on the ground or your shins. Exhale to bow. Bend your knees, inhale, sweep your hands high. Exhale, Tadasana. Beautiful, just taking a breath here and coming to the front of your mat, finding the front of your mat again, ready to move. Deep inhalation, exhale, release. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, come forwards. Good. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bow. Ground your hands, jump back to plank. Bring your knees down for a gentle variation and lower to cobra or chaturanga and up dog. Good, shoulders relaxing away from your ears, that's it. Tuck your toes, find downward facing dog. Now bring your left knee down for a gentle variation and then raise your right leg, bend your knee, open your hip. Take one more breath here. Inhale, extend, and then bring that knee through, stepping up. Ground your front foot and then ground your back foot as we rise into Warrior One. That's it, inhale. So step your feet a little wider so they're at least hip width distance apart. So you're not on a train track, awesome. And if you like, you can reach your left hand back, maybe finding the outside of your front hip, and then reach high left hand high. Exhale, release. Ground your hands and come through the vinyasa of your choice. Yeah. Chaturanga, up dog, down dog if you like. Maybe bringing the right knee down or coming into three-legged dog. Your choice. If your right knee is lifted, see if you can sink your right heel. One more breath. Inhale to extend. Exhale, step that, lift it up to the left side of your mat. Ground your back foot. Inhale, rise strongly, warrior one. And breathe. Beautiful. So your back foot, the toes should be at a 45-degree angle. So they're not right out and they're not right in. And as you breathe, if you like, you can sweep that right hand round, find the outside of your left hip. That's it. Yeah. Beautiful. Okay. So from this hip, you're reaching up. Beautiful. One more breath. Floating that right hand high. Exhale to come down. Rest in child's pose or down dog if you like.
I'll go to child's pose.
And if you want to, come through the vinyasa once more. And breathe. You've got about 5 more breaths in down dog or child's pose. If you are in child's pose, you can make it active by keeping the forehead lifted and the arms active, or you can relax the arms, relax your forehead down. Good. JJ's taking the relaxing version.
I'm enjoying the relaxing part.
It's always his favourite part. Okay. When you're ready, ground your hands at the top of the mat. Stretch back to down dog if you're not there already. And either step or jump will meet at the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Bend your knees. Inhale, sweep your hands high. Exhale, Tadasana. Take a full inhalation. Exhale, release. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, come down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, ground your hands. Step or jump back to plank. Come through the vinyasa of your choice. Awesome. Stretch back, down dog. This time we're going to raise the left leg first. Maybe just a little. And when you're ready, step that up to the middle, the center of your mat now. Align your front heel with the inner arch of your back foot and lead with your right hand as you rise. Virabhadrasana 2.
Am I turning my right foot out?
Yeah, so it's still, it's a little bit wider now than Warrior 1. That looks good. Awesome. Glance to your hands and make sure your arms are parallel. And then see if you can start to sink into this front thigh. Beautiful. Inhale, reach back, reversing the pose. Perhaps wrapping your right hand round to find the front of your front thigh. Good. And then come all the way over. Rest your forearm on your front thigh and reach your top arm alongside your ear. Beautiful. See if you can tuck your chin and peek your gaze out under that top arm. Beautiful. Those of you who'd like a challenge, you can take the bind. Taking a few breaths here.
The rest of us will just stay here.
No worries. When you're ready, lead with the top hand, float back, warrior 2. And then release the hands, turn on your back toes. Stretching back, either down dog or come through the vinyasa. Your choice, rest if you need to. We're going to just lift the right leg now, maybe just a little, just lifting the toes or sweeping that foot high. Step Setting it up for warrior two on the other side. So front heel in line with the inner arch of your back foot. This time you lead with your left hand to rise. Good. And as you glance down, check that that front knee is moving to the baby toe side of the foot. Beautiful. When you're ready, reach back. And then come all the way forwards. Lightly resting your forearm on your front thigh. Your left arm comes alongside your ear and you tuck your chin towards your underarm, taking the bind if you wish. Two more breaths here, wherever you are. Releasing when you're ready, reaching up to warrior two, getting hot, and then coming down. Turn on your back toes to plant your hands. Again, the vinyasa, down dog or child's pose, your choice. Two more breaths wherever you are. Bend our knees and step or jump forwards. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bow deeply. Bend your knees, inhale, sweep your hands high. Exhale, Tadasana. Beautiful. Okay, let's release the hands. We'll turn to face you. As we bring the hands alongside the legs, feet are hip width distance apart and parallel, train tracks. Inhale, sweep your hands high. Exhale, sit down in Utkatasana, tree. Yeah, perfect. Thank you. Sweeping your hands back as you exhale. Inhale, come forwards. Good, so yeah, from the side, that's awesome. Exhale down. Inhale, forwards. Beautiful. A few more times like this. And then inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, release. So continue with that if you'd like a strong practice tonight. If you'd like a more gentle variation, come to Vriksasana. So tree here or below the knee. Those of you who would like more of a challenge, we're going to come to a combination of both as we bring the left ankle above the right knee and then sit down. It's a little hip stretch, Utkatasana. Good. Use an inhalation to come up and exhale, release. Good, so again, your choice on the other side. Take a gentle variation, Vriksasana, foot below the knee or toes on the ground. If you like now, that ankle comes above the opposite knee, and then we sit down in Utkatasana, awkward chair. Breathing nice and steady, find your drishti, your focal point. Use an inhalation to rise and an exhalation to release. Awesome. Stepping back to the front of your mat if you're not there already. Hands come to heart center. Let's take 3 full breaths here. Inhaling, belly to chest. Exhaling, chest to belly. Face soft. Shoulders relaxed. Feet firmly planted on your mat. Let's exhale together now and synchronize our breath. Release the hands. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, come all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Hello. Exhale, fold. Ground your hands, step back to down dog.
Quick visit from the cat.
Quick visit from one of the cats. If you like, you can reach back, Right hand towards the left leg. Just a little option. Other side if you like. When you're ready, come down to your knees. Awesome. Let's take the knees wide. Bring the big toes together as we sit back on the heels. You can stack your fists to make a base to rest your forehead on, or rest your forehead on the ground. As you breathe into this pose, become aware of the space you're creating in your lower back and the back of your hips. As you exhale, relax and release your shoulders. Awesome. One more breath here. Very slowly walk your hands back towards you. And then come to sit down on your mat. Bring your feet a little wider than hip width distance. Move the flesh of the buttocks out of the way. Sit high on your sit bones. Lengthen your spine. Take your feet just a little bit wider, Jojo. Yeah. Cool. And then gently come forwards. Just to your own degree, just allowing your back to round. You can hug your shins if you like. Just allowing your spine to release here. Just let the spine round. Let your back round. Each exhalation, sinking and softening into the pose. When you're ready, slowly and gently come up to sitting. Awesome. Bring your knees together now. Holding on to the back of the thighs, begin to pick your toes up off the ground, maybe one at a time, maybe both. And here, see if you can lengthen your spine. Beautiful. For more of a challenge, you might like to release your hands and breathe. Feel as though you're pulling your thighs towards your puku, towards your belly button. And see if you can keep your toes at knee height if you like. For an even gentler option, feel free to come in and out of this. I know JJ doesn't need to.
I'm alright.
We won't let him slack off, hey? And then release. Bring your toes down, hug your knees once more. Last little bit of core stuff. Should we get him to work a bit harder? Yeah. I know he can do this. Okay, coming up to Navasana boat pose. Hold the legs if you need to. Good. If you want to, you can come to little boat, low, and then inhale up. And see if you can make it smooth with the breath. Exhaling down. Inhaling up. How's that? Good. If that's too strong, you might like to take the hands to one side, inhale to center, and then hands to the other side. Just getting a little bit into the obliques. Maybe 2 more breaths here. Yeah, go. 3 more. I'll join you for the last 2. Awesome. Nice work. And then release. Okay, hug the knees, rest your forehead on your knees once more. We'll do reclined pigeon. It's just more knee friendly, so we'll do a reclined version of pigeon. So from here though, we're going to take the feet wider and begin to lift the buttocks up off the floor. I'm going to turn towards you actually, JJ, you can stay that way. So just lifting up into malasana or a squat. So just coming up as much as you can. Yeah, heels can be lifted, that spine.
I'll go wider.
Yeah, as wide as you like. Awesome. And then support the inner thighs with the elbows. Hands come to the heart center. See if you can lengthen your spine. And breathe. How's that?
Good.
It's such a good hip stretch. So traditionally we would have spent a lot more time in postures like this and less time seated in chairs. So it's a really great hip stretch, this one. It's quite strong, so just stay as long as you feel comfortable. Pause, stay here if you like for a little bit longer. When you're ready, exhale, release, just sit down. Awesome, good. So taking hold of the back of the knees now. One more little hip stretch here in a seated position. Just sitting up. You can dorsiflex the feet if you like. And again, sit tall. Got another cat at the window now. Yeah, it's a nice opportunity to give the ankles some love actually. Great idea. So feel free to stay here. If you like, you can take your hands to the inside of the toes and hook the big toes. Maybe straightening one leg and then the other, just an option if you want to play around with it. This is a just for fun pose, okay? Yeah, if you want to, you can take the legs straight and wide. But keep sitting tall, keep lengthening. Don't let the back round. Beautiful. One more breath if you like. And then we'll gently release. Okay, extending the left leg out. Bring the right foot in. Yeah, cool. Awesome. Sitting nice and tall, lengthening the spine. Good. So stay here, and if you like, you can lean. Got a cat visitor. I know your brother's outside. What's he doing? If you like, you can start to lean forwards. Option to take hold of the outside of your foot and reach the left hand back. Or just leaning forward is fine, perhaps on the outside of the leg. Okay. Let's take another 3 breaths wherever you are, breathing nice and full and deep. Inhaling to come back up. Got crying cats, let's change sides. Is he locked out?
No, he's not.
It's possible. No, he's just pretending he's locked out.
Trying to film here, buddy.
Okay, inhale to lengthen. Dorsiflex this foot, good. And this might be enough. If you want to go a little bit further, just a lean might be okay. Otherwise, perhaps taking hold of the outside of the foot, reaching the right hand back, relaxing. Taking another 3 full breaths here, wherever you are.
I really need this one.
Yeah. Hamstrings and hips, don't we all, hey? Hello. Hello, lovely. What are you doing? When you're ready, coming up with an inhalation. Awesome. Anytime you distracted me, I don't know where we're going now. I think we're coming to lay down on our backs. Okay, maybe let's turn and we can go head to head. Here's the other one. So, we'll do this reclined pigeon pose that JJ was requesting. We're being invaded by our cats now. So bring your left ankle to the top of your right knee. This is a much more knee-friendly version of this pose. Please don't have a scrap in the middle of our yoga class. Come on, be nice to each other. If you like, you can stay here. If you wish, you can pick your right foot up off the floor, holding onto the shin if you wish, or behind the thigh.
Reaching through, right?
Yeah, so left hand is between the legs, right hand comes around. Yeah, yeah, that's the way. And tuck your chin, keep the back of your neck nice and long. If you like, move with the breath. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bend the knee, draw it in. Good. Moving with your breath, or just holding steady. Two more breaths wherever you are. Good. And then crossing your legs. Reach your arms so your elbows are shoulder height. And then let your knees fall over to the left side, keeping your legs crossed. Or if you like, you can uncross the legs. So we're coming into a belly twist. Good with this one? Yeah, perfect. Option to take your gaze out under your right arm if you like. When you're ready, uncross your legs if they're not already uncrossed and come back to center. You like keeping your legs crossed, eh? Yeah, for me I prefer not, so whatever works for you. And we'll change sides. Right ankle on top of left knee. And then pause here. Just take a moment just to press this leg away. Option to reach through, take hold of the left shin or back of the left thigh. Keep this right foot dorsiflex. This keeps the knees safe. Moving with your breath if you like. Inhale to extend. Exhale, bend the knee. Move with your breath. Twice more. And again, this time, relax your left leg, cross your right leg over. Keep your legs crossed. If you like, you can move your hips a little further to the left. And then let your knees fall over. Arms relaxing, elbows shoulder height. So the weight of your right leg will give you a good stretch in the outside of this left hip. If it's too much, just uncross the legs, bring your knees together. Breathe into a belly twist here. Either one. Just finding a place where you get a good stretch. If this is really tight here in the back of the hip, feel free to use your fingers just to find that space to release it. Yeah? Better uncross this leg. When you're ready, inhale, come back up to center. And then this time, cross your right leg over left. Lift your feet up off the floor and see if you can reach for your feet. Or you can hold your, just hold your legs if you like, holding the ankles or the, if you want to get a deeper stretch, pull your feet out. Another little hip stretch, getting into the back of your right hip here. Should be, you feeling that?
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
When you're ready, inhale, extend, exhale, change the cross of the legs, taking your feet wide, or just holding the legs if you like. You can just hold, just drawing the left leg in will do it, does for me. So I say one hip is always tighter than the other, so take it easy, listen to your body. Releasing when you're ready, inhale, extend. Bring the soles of your feet together now. Let your knees fall wide. Supta Baddha Konasana, reclined cobblers. Releasing hands overhead if that's comfortable, or relax your hands on your belly. And breathe. Just lift your head, check that your chin's nice and tucked, so the back of your neck is nice and long. And relax, release, just breathing into this beautiful hip opener. Becoming aware of the movements of your breath in your belly. Allowing the breath to flow from belly to chest. Exhaling from chest to belly. Let's count another 5 mindful breaths here. making this exhalation the last in this pose. Releasing your hands to the backs of your thighs, guiding your knees together. Taking a moment here, take your feet as wide as your mat, let your knees rest together. Rest your hands on your belly and breathe. Feel your lower back grounded. As you breathe into your belly, see if you can feel your breath filling your lower back, creating space here. Doing anything else that you feel you need to do. If you want to kick up into an inversion, take happy baby pose, whatever you like. Just before we get into Shavasana, so if you like, you might want to grab some extra layers, some water, a jumper maybe. So to set yourself up comfortably for Shavasana, you might like to place a pillow under your head. Grab a blanket. You are organised today. Who is organised? No, you had a blanket. Look. Favourite part. Isn't it everyone's favourite part?
I love yoga.
Love yoga for Shavasana and Kirtan. Yes. Okay, take time to set yourself up. Check that the back of your neck is nice and long. Good. Chin nice and tucked. Let your hands relax by your sides, palms face up. Let your fingers curl naturally. Let your toes turn out, let your feet soften. Let's bring our awareness back to the breath now. Becoming aware of the rise and fall of your inhalation, your exhalation. With each exhalation, releasing all efforts from your practice now, whether your practice was gentle, whether your practice was strong. Letting go of all efforts, allow the muscles in your body to soften and relax with each exhalation. Allow the back of your head to rest heavy on the ground. Allow your eyes to feel heavy now. Take a small swallow and relax your throat. Relax your tongue in your mouth. Allow your jaw to soften. Allow the muscles in your face to soften and relax. Bring your awareness down to your shoulders now. Take a deep inhalation, and as you exhale, soften and relax your shoulders. Allow both arms and both hands to be heavy on the ground. Allow your shoulders, arms and hands to soften and relax completely. Allow your chest to feel open and expansive as your breath comes in easy, as your breath goes out easy. Allow your rib cage to feel soft. Bring your awareness down to your belly now. Are you holding any tension here? Allow your belly to soften and relax with each exhalation. As your belly relaxes completely, Bring your awareness down to your back. Become aware of the length of your spine, of the muscles that support your spine. And with each exhalation, allow your whole back body to soften and relax. Allow all the muscles in your back to relax and release with each out breath. Bringing your awareness down to your lower back and your hips. With your next exhalation, allow your hips to be heavy. Let your hips soften, relax and release with each out breath. As you allow your hips to soften and relax, bring your awareness to both legs. Allow your legs to feel heavy on the ground. Allow your thighs to feel soft and relaxed. Allow your knees to soften, relax and release with each out breath. Bring your awareness to your lower legs. Allow your calf muscles and shins to soften, relax and release with each exhalation. Allow your ankles, heels, the tops of your feet, the soles of your feet, all 10 toes to soften, relax and release. Allow your whole body from the crown of your head down to the tips of your toes to soften, relax and release with every exhalation. Allow your mind to rest in the sound of the mantra music playing. As thoughts pass by, allow them to drift past without attachments. Anchoring your awareness with these sounds. Becoming aware of your whole physical body now. Noticing how your physical body is feeling. With awareness that you are not this body. Your body is a vessel to carry you this lifetime. Awareness of your mind. Perhaps your thoughts slowing. Perhaps a little space between each thought now. Awareness you are not these thoughts. You are not your mind. Not your feelings. Awareness of your true nature. An eternal spirit soul. Bringing your awareness back to the room now. Take a deeper inhalation and invite some gentle movement back to your body. You might like to start by moving your fingers and your toes. You could circle your wrists and your ankles. If you like, taking a big stretch, taking your hands overhead and stretching from fingers to toes. Feel free to stay laying on your back if you like. You can roll to one side. Pause here for a moment. Perhaps making your way up to sitting if you like. Hey Bo, how are you feeling?
Good, thank you.
Nice savasana. Apparently it's my turn next week.
We'll see about that.
You'll see. So JJ's going to lead us through some mantra meditation tonight, some kirtan. So kirtan, if you haven't done this before with us, is a very simple call and response. Mantra meditation is the recommended method of self-realization, of spiritual practice for this age. When we are so busy and bombarded with information and sensory overload, it really gives us an opportunity to bathe in spiritual sound. We don't have to be an expert.
Absolutely. The mantra we'll be using tonight is Haribol Nitai Go, Nitai Go Haribol. Okay, so when you're ready.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. Okay, everyone. Let's come to a comfortable seat. You might be cross-legged or you can sit on your heels if that's more comfortable. Allowing your spine to be long, just taking a moment to sit tall. Releasing your hands out beside you, palms face up. Exhale together. Inhale, sweep your hands high. Exhale, draw your palms through heart center and release twice more. Inhaling when you're ready. Exhale. Last time. This time, exhaling, keeping the hands at the heart center and pausing here. Bowing your head towards your heart. Taking a moment to sit in gratitude at the end of our practice today. Gratitude for all of our blessings. Our gratitude to you at home for joining us today. With great love and respect to each of you. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you so much for joining us, everyone.
Thank you.
It was a really nice practice. Hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to send us a message, get in touch with any requests or any feedback. Hopefully you can hear us and the picture's getting better.
All right. Namaste, everyone.
Namaste, everyone. See you next week.
See you next week.
Haribol.
Haribol.